she did like this little whole house thing. And listen, this is why I couldn't be a Bravo celebrity, okay? Because if I was a fucking housewife, baby, if I don't like you, you sleeping in the tub. Okay, listen, if I do not like you, baby, you will be sleeping in the bathtub, okay? Of the guest bathroom.
Let's talk about it.
It's alright. I'ma get some dick today. No, it's fine. I'ma get some dick today. It's a vibe. I'ma get some dick today. We outside. I'ma get some dick today. 'Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. 'Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. 'Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. 'Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today.
Okay, listen. Hold up. Am I on screen right? Okay. Let's listen. I'm trying to listen. If you watching this after the Get Ready With Me that I just posted, I'm trying new different things. Okay, I'm recording from my phone, but at the same time, I got my microphone running through my computer. I'm gonna have to sync both. We trying to figure this out because we trying to come back for real. The quality is a lot better this way. Hopefully the audio is a lot better. Hopefully this shit doesn't continue to buffer, and hopefully my words match up with what I'm saying. Okay, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, I'm sorry. Rewind. Bitch, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking review of Real Housewives of Potomac, the Patanka. Okay, shout out to fucking not even the Patanka Housewives. Okay, now listen. I be writing down reviews and shit. Like I would literally show y'all my notes, but like I said, I'm recording on my phone. But like I have wrote damn near reviews for every single episode. I did not watch the last two. Listen, we're gonna get into it. I think we're on episode 6. I probably didn't watch 4 and 5, but 1, 2, 3, got it. 6, got it. Okay, but I still heard reviews or whatever, and I have not missed much. Okay, so this is gonna kind of be like a jumble up of basically my thoughts on the season thus far. And, you know, my thoughts on episode 6. Now, keep in mind, I'm not other people out there. I'm not going, baby, if you saw the episode, you saw it. If you didn't see it, baby, get some cable, get a free subscription, get something, okay? But I'm not here to go scene by scene. No, bitch, we're going to talk about what happened. We're going to talk about the OMFG moments of the fucking episode, okay? And then, I don't know, I might even do something a little different. Instead of posting, like, just, you know, one big-ass review, recap, whatever you want to call it, maybe I'll just post, like, you know, chop it up into several different moments, you know? Let's go ahead and get into it, though. So, this season, the main drama of this season thus far seems to be, at first, we thought it was going to be Mia's cancer story, but that literally went on for maybe 1 or 2 episodes. You got all the girls that are back, okay? We had Mia's cancer story. We got Ashley and her fake-ass divorce, but not really. She getting played by Michael, okay? We got the girls teaming up to come against Candace, and we got the girls trying to ice out Wendy. Where the fuck do we even start? I guess we could start with Mia's story, since that shit was like a little blur, okay? Mia, I ended up liking her last season. Like, I liked her when she came on the scene last season. I did feel like Wendy was doing too much at first, but then as the season progressed, I just did not like Mia. I just did not like her. Like, her whole energy, her approach, the constant lying, her aligning with the Mayo Brigade, like, I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. So this season coming back around, especially considering how Mia and Candace got into the whole little salad toss thing, and then of course everybody attacked Candace, I damn sure did not like Bigfoot ass Mia. Okay, so coming into this season, I was just like, it's not that I don't like, I was about to try to be mature and be like, no, I'm indifferent. No, I didn't like the bitch. Okay, I'm Team Candace. Okay, let that be known. If you thought I was going to be a different person, you know, different type of reviewer, you coming up here watching this video, baby, I'm Team Candace. I don't give a fuck what she does. I'm Team Candace. I'm Team Candace, okay? Because I see through the bullshit on this show, and I see all the bullshit that's being done in Candace, okay? So I'm Team Candace, okay? But regardless, this season, I was just like, okay, well, let me try to come into this situation a little bit different, right? So I did kind of like start off Mia with like an A, if you want to say. And she hasn't really necessarily annoyed me as much this season. I mean, when I saw the trailer and I saw that her and Wendy were going to be getting into it and she was throwing a drink in Wendy's face, that kind of pissed me off. But I was like, okay, I'm going to wait till I see it to judge, because I'm not like everybody else that automatically just thinks like the brown-skinned girls are the problematic ones. Like, y'all let these light-skinned girls get through whatever. And I'm not the bitch that calls out colorism. I'm not. I'm usually the bitch just like, okay, y'all need to go deal with your trauma. Like, why do you think everything's colorism? Just because, you know, your fave is dark-skinned and they're not liked, maybe they're not likable. But on this show, listen, if it wasn't colorism before, it's something. It's something now, because we just got to call it out. We just got to call it out. All the girls that are in conflict are dark skinned against the light skinned girls who, even still, that doesn't make it a conflict for me. That still doesn't make it colorism for me. The fact that it's only the browner skin girls that are in conflict, that doesn't make a colorism for me. What makes a colorism for me is y'all keep letting the light skin girls skate by, right? And by light skin girls, I mean Ashley, Robin, Giselle. Hell, we could stop right there. We could literally stop right there. Ashley, Giselle, and Robin. Every fucking season, Giselle is attacking somebody's man. First, it was because I see a lot of people forget that Katie's man was under attack. Does nobody remember the original butt grabbing situation? At first, it was Katie's man that was under attack. And if you recall correctly, I feel like that's part of why she didn't come back or something like that. But Katie's man was under attack first, because everybody always starts with Karen, but it was Katie first, right? So it was Katie man that was under attack. Then it was Karen's. Then it was Monique's. No. Then it was Juan. No, then it was Juan. Then it was Ashley. Listen. We're not gonna go back in time. Just know that everybody on this show has been subject to their marriage being a topic of conversation. Like literally everybody at this fucking point, except for Mia, whose time is probably coming. I would have said next season, but her time is probably going to come after, because the way that the producers have been editing this show, if you haven't noticed, they've been kind of foreshadowing some sort of rift, or at least they're trying to create a rift between Robin and Giselle. So hopefully not hopefully, but hopefully for the show, okay? Since everybody else got to go through and get a turn. Hopefully by next season, they'll bring up the Juan allegations and the real shit that's going on that college campus, and that'll create something between Robin and Giselle, okay? But that is Giselle's though. Every fucking season, she is attacking somebody for their marriage. You got Ashley that usually is in on the plan with Giselle, like she's the bone carrier, but then she backs out and hides her hand. She escapes, okay? And then you got Robin, who is literally fucking aggressive, but nobody calls her out on it at all, right? So you have those three. Then you have Karen, who to me is super unlikable. I do not like Karen. Everything about Karen gives me Phaedra, which is like, y'all go up for these personality, like Phaedra and Iman from Dubai. Like, it's certain people who are just that bitch and just that girl, and then there are other people who are tryhards. And that's what Karen gives me. I feel like everybody forgets how Potomac was the first season. The first season, none of these women were likable. None of them were likable, because they were all high and mighty and like real upper echelon, and it wasn't likable. It did not read well on TV. Hence why second season they had to come back and try to like do better and ratchet it up a little bit, right? Now, Karen is, I guess, the center peach. Her and Giselle are the center peaches, the Nene and the Kenya of the show, I guess. When really, to me, it's Ashley and Candace. More so, Candace is the one who keeps the lights on. Giselle may be a producer, but like, come on, Candace keeps the lights on, okay? And Ashley is, the one with the mess that's really going by unscathed. But neither here nor there. I don't really fuck with Karen like that, because everything about her reads fake to me. She was likable at first, but then especially watching how she handled the whole Monique and Candace situation and seeing her play the fence and really throw Candace under the bus like Monique wasn't wrong. Like, I don't like the way she handled all of that. And then how she tried to get Candace fired and went behind Candace's back and went to the EPs of the show and the producers of the show and tried to make her seem volatile and say that she told her to go to hell and she was wishing death threats on her. Like, are we really just gonna... This is what I mean. Like, y'all are still bringing up Monique's name when it comes to Candace, but I can name literal things from every fucking season that these light-skinned bitches have done that everybody fucking forgets about. Karen literally tried to get Candace fired because she felt like it was a death threat because Candace told her to go to hell. Nobody remembers that. But yet this bitch is playing around with Candace's title and her job on the show and playing around with her real life, trying to take her back. Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers when Ashley was the one who brought up the Wendy and husband allegations and rumors and all of that. But then y'all were so focused on your hate for Candace and Candace calling her out for it and Candace talking about a woman that just got out of a pregnancy that y'all didn't even realize that Ashley was the one who started the whole fucking mess. Okay, but Giselle got the blunt of that. And that's really only because, like, Giselle is fucking Giselle, but y'all still let that bitch skate by. Robin, come on, aggressive at every motherfucking turn. Okay? And then you got Mia, who now literally sit here as a pathological fucking liar and literally skates by at every turn as well. So like that just adds to my point. Like I don't, and I know there's probably gonna be somebody that's like, oh, we could go deeper. And listen, I'm not here to do the whole history lessons. And I'm not the colorism girl. I'm not the as a black woman girl. Those are not my tropes. I'm more of a as a human. Okay, I don't wear black struggle and black pain and all of that on my back. So I'm not just alert to no. But some shit does just become like plain clear to see. And when it's constantly the brown skin girls are in constant conflict with the lighter skin girls, multiple things can be true. There may be a little bit of colorism going on. And it also may be, okay, their personalities just don't gel. And going even deeper, it could be because of color, because let's keep it real. Half of these women wouldn't even be fucking friends if it wasn't for this goddamn show. Like, Giselle and Robin strike me as we want pretty girls in our clique. Like, Giselle and Robin strike me as a type that's like, oh, we deal with Mia and Jacqueline's. Like, the pretty, ambiguous, biracial girls, like, the ones that, like, they stick together. And even, see, this is why this needs to be a whole fucking video, because... And this is, again, why I say I'm not that girl that, as a black woman, like, that's, I don't wave those flags, because I feel like a lot of those conversations are one-sided, and a lot of people speak from their trauma, because how many times do we just generally, as black people, say, oh, well, we need representation. We want to be around, people that look like us, this, that, and the third. So it's like, how can we sit there and say that? But then, how can I get mad at a Giselle or a Robin who feel like, well, I want to be around girls who look like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much programming and so much that goes on within the black community that is just, a lot of it is honestly fuck shit. And a lot of it is just, what do you call it when it's like hypocriticalness? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, when you really sit down and put things into perspective, but then at the same time, that's why I just always try to come from a human place where it's like, are you making somebody feel like shit? Let's start there. Regardless of what's going on, what's being said, and attaching a trauma or a trope or social justice issue to it, are you making somebody feel like shit? Are you making another human feel inadequate? Let's start there. And then we can figure everything else out, right? Child, yeah, because I could really go down a rabbit hole right now with that conversation, which I don't want to. But in terms of this season thus far, Mia's whole story is a wash. Do I feel like she really had cancer? I don't know. Mia could be a hypochondriac. She could be. Listen, I know people, and I know people, and I've known people. Always had something going wrong with them, right? Always, or always thought something was wrong with them. And even based on my own goddamn life, something is always wrong with me. Like, every other week, it's something different, right? And, I know from my past, like, during MySpace days, when I was younger, dealing with a lot of trauma, not really knowing how to process it and things like that, I would kind of lash out and act out in ways like that, where it's just like, I just wanted people to hear me. I just wanted to know somebody cared, so I can kind of understand where Mia will be coming from. And I know people feel like, well, why would she post that if it wasn't true? Why would she lie about it? Like, y'all gotta stop asking dumb questions like that, because everybody doesn't mature at the same point. Everybody doesn't have the same life journey. Everybody hasn't dealt with their going through therapy or dealt with their trauma and all of that. So people react to things based off of their life experiences, right? I don't know what Mia's going through. If I would had to guess, I would say that it wasn't cancerous, but maybe she got scared and maybe she overreacted and just immediately, because of what she's going through, just felt like, oh, let me hurry up and say something. I just need to feel support. Maybe. Because like I said, I know that when I was a teenager, there was certain things that I would do, like telling too much of my business online, or hell, even when I was on YouTube around 2016, storytelling, like, at times I would get on live and just start crying about shit that I realized I probably need to keep to myself. But in that moment, you just felt like I need to, release. I need somebody to feel what I'm saying. So as far as Mia's whole cancer storyline, like, it didn't faze me either way. It was just like, okay. And I also understand why the girls wanted to tiptoe around it, because nobody wants to be accused of, sitting there making it look like you're calling somebody who potentially had cancer a liar. So I got the optics of it, whatever. I just felt like that probably shouldn't have been a storyline to begin with. But okay, neither here nor there, whatever. Wendy trying to do her whole business with Peter. Girl, let that shit go. Trying to do it with Patricia. Let that shit go. And I'm still pissed at Nene for calling Peter a bitch for being in women's business. Like, y'all kill me with that shit. That's that whole as a black woman crowd. You're a man in women's business. Bitch, I'm human. I came out of a woman. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Even though what he did at the end of this episode was a little bitch asses, but like, You know, like, come on, I'm still mad at Nene for that. But as far as Wendy's whole storyline when it comes to her trying to build up a restaurant girl, if you don't go fucking sit down, listen, let me tell y'all what it is. See, and this is why it'd be so hard for me to watch reality shows nowadays, especially in my 2023 mindset and fully, listen, I'm at the end of my Saturn return. I know fully who I am. I'm fully delved and wrapped up in my gifts and shit, okay? Always been psychic, always been a psychologist, okay? But now I'm so much more immersed into that world, light worker, healer, spiritual therapist, whatever you want to call her. And I can point out people's traumas immediately. I can feel your energy, and not even that. I can see the signs and behaviors. All I gotta do is listen to you talk, or just sit there and watch you. And when it comes to Wendy's, Wendy's. See, that's what she need to be doing. Wendy needs to be instead of fucking giving Peter Thomas, instead of giving Peter Thomasiana, okay, fucking $300,000 to invest in a motherfucking restaurant that she ain't even gonna be there to take care of, okay? If she keep working like how she working, she is gonna end up in a fucking grave, okay? But what she need to be doing is, instead of paying Peter $300,000 to open up a fucking Nigerian restaurant, no bitch, how about you just go open up a stream of Wendy's, okay? Get you a steak and a claim Wendy. Wendy's owned by Wendy. Come on, bitch. Make your money work for you, okay? Come on, it's all in the name. Like, literally, that would be the most obvious thing to do, okay? Since you want to be involved in food so goddamn bad, okay? But let me tell y'all Wendy's issue. Wendy's issue is... it's attachment issues. It's like her whole storyline of like, oh, I'm so busy. It's a trigger response. It's a trauma response. Like it's like the moment that you feel like you're not active, that you're not busy, that you're not working, right? And so it's a trauma response, which likely comes from her parents. You know, a lot of Africans are like that, where they gotta have 10, 20 fucking jobs. Okay, let all that shit go. It's 2023. And don't get in the comments talking about you're American and this is a different culture. Fuck all that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. Are you human? Okay, let's start there. Okay? Nobody should be working 10, 20 motherfucking jobs. Who the fuck are y'all proving shit to? Who you proving shit to? You working 10 to 20 motherfucking jobs, and then, because it's something else I want to say, but I don't want it to come off offensive and be disrespectful. But I'm going to just say this. Make the best of your life. Make the best of your life. Because working 10, 20 jobs for somebody else is doing what? What good is the point of working 10, 20 jobs if you never have time to enjoy your life or enjoy the benefits of? And I'm going to just leave it at that. Wendy trying to do the most right now. She needs to go deal with her trauma, because it's something deeper than that. Okay? And see, that's when reality gets a little too real for me, okay? Because these are the things that y'all don't be paying attention to, and these are the things that I feel like these cameras and producers need to pick up on, because for me, if I was a producer, I'd be like, ooh, trauma, ooh. There's a story here. Let's dive deeper. But watch this shit be glossed over for TV. Watch it be glossed over, and we try to turn it into Peter's a scammer, or da-da-da-da, and it goes somewhere completely else. And Wendy's never truly healed from it. And the next season, she gonna have another business venture and another. And then finally after 10 seasons, it's gonna be like, oh, it's actually me. I'm the problem. Maybe I should go to therapy and figure out why I can't sit my ass down. Oh, I'm actually afraid to be alone and sit down with my own thoughts, because I feel like if I don't have 20 million different things going on, then I'm not woman enough. I'm not human enough. Because as a black woman, because y'all know that at some point they're gonna throw that in there. At some point, like all humans don't go through this. Like all humans don't react to working 20 different jobs the same. Like, of course, when her storyline finally plays out for TV, it's going to become a black woman thing. Because as a black woman, we have to. No, baby, don't put that pressure on me. That's not a black woman thing. Stop generalizing all of us. Stop doing that. That's a Wendy thing. Wendy wants to work 20 different million jobs. Aubrey don't want to do that. Ariana don't want to do that. Aubrey got enough on her plate. And Aubrey knowing enough is enough. Okay? So moving it on. Okay. So we got Mia. We got Wendy. Told y'all I don't like Cameron. Giselle. We'll get to her next. Robin. Okay. Miss Karenika, as Erica De Niro likes to call her. Robin. I actually started liking Robin this season only when I saw her hair, because I was like, ooh. See, I like that. Like when seeing Robin in that red hair, that copper red hair, instead of that blonde hair, I was like, ooh, come on, baby. Anything you could do to further set yourself apart from Giselle, let's do it. Okay, I'm here for Robin. I am so glad Juan Dixon is here right now to help you with that decision, because baby, that red hair was everything. And so she really started off, like, if everybody started with A, Girl, she started off with honors. Okay. She started off at the top of the class. Top of the class. And it's crazy. It's crazy how quickly they fell. Okay, because right now Robin is flunking. Okay, right now Robin is on probation. Okay, you want to know why she's on fucking probation? Because ever since the start of this fucking season, it's just like Robin has been going downhill. Going downhill. It's like the lessons are being taught. Homework is being passed out, and she just going home and coming up showing like, oh, the dog ate it. Now, don't get me wrong. Robin is clocked in this season. So we were all here for that. I saw everybody on Twitter wilding the fuck out. Like, oh my God, Robin is clocked in this season. Yeah. Right? Which is cute. Until we start realizing what shift and what job you clocked in for. It's like, oh, hold up, baby. Hold up. We're going to need to check some verification. We're going to need to check some IDs. Okay, speak to come here. Come speak to the manager because, baby, you clocked in. But you got the assignment wrong. You got the assignment wrong. And this is hence why she's flunking. Hence why she's fucking flunking. Okay, because she's doing the work, but for the wrong motherfucking assignment. Okay, she did not understand the fucking assignment. So yes, work is being done, so you get an E for effort, but baby, Robin gets Robin Hood. That's gonna be her new name, Robin Hood. Okay, the one that don't want, because listen, Robin don't want to be called a thug. She don't want to be seen as aggressive. Yeah, okay, Robin Hood. Okay, Robin Hood. Emphasis on hood. Okay, so Miss Robin Hood. Listen, she started off great because of her hair. She started off great because she was clocked in. Then we saw she was playing for the wrong team. She got this whole situation that's going on with Wendy, and for the life of me, I don't understand it, but then I guess I kind of do, because here's the thing that people got to understand. Even though it takes us forever to see these seasons, they usually start picking back up filming like at least a month after the reunion. But this amount of smoke that she has for Wendy is just, it's insane to me. One thing that I do want to clarify though, because she was very aggressive with Wendy. She was. It was definitely giving Mean Girls with the whole, I'm inviting everybody but Wendy to my shit. Child, my shit better be plugged in. What is going on? My shit better be plugged in. Okay. This shit better be plugged in and this wig better be on right. That's all I know. But yeah, that whole inviting Wendy to the whole to the whole family fun day with no fun and no family because Juan wasn't there. That was very passive aggressive. I did not like that. I did not like that. No, I did not like that at all. At all. And I see something going around talking about how like, oh, Robin was extra aggressive because, you know, she was about to lunge onto Wendy. I don't think so. At first I did when I was watching it, but watching it back since they played it back in flashbacks, I don't think that's what was about to happen. Like Wendy said, oh, own your truth, stand in it. Own your truth, stand in it. And so that's literally when Robin got up and was like, I'm standing in it. Now Sharice coming into the fold, which she eventually lied about, but Sharice coming into the fold and like trying to hold her back, that escalated shit. Because of course, if you angry and somebody in your face or somebody telling you to shut up, it's like, bitch, if I slap you, okay? But like looking back at it, like Wendy said, own your truth, stand in it. And then Robin immediately got up like, I'm standing in it. That's not her lunge for her. But still, I don't like the aggression that Robin has for Wendy. I do like the fact that she's calling out Giselle more. But then when we get to this episode, I did not like the fact that now all of a sudden Candace is dramatizing the situation with Chris. We're going to get to that. So finally, we got Giselle and Candace. Giselle does this every season. And I've just gotten to the point of realizing Giselle just doesn't give a fuck. You know, Giselle doesn't really have much going on in her life. Personally. Nothing really. Giselle is honestly furniture. But she's good for the show. Because Giselle is a person that does not mind throwing herself in a line of fire for ratings. To keep the check coming in. Like, she fully understands reality TV and what it takes to play that Kenya Moore villain role. And just, she doesn't give a fuck. So it's nothing that y'all can say to her or about her that will probably get to her at this point. Like, we're how many seasons in? Like the Jamal jokes are done. The your kid's about to grow up and go to college jokes are done. Your fashion and your wigs are tacky jokes are done. Like, and we don't really know much about her to really even investigate further to find something that made her her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's annoying. And I don't like the fact that she's untouchable. I don't like the fact that, like, they edit out a lot of her shadiness, or, like, you know, a lot of, like, apparently, like, at the reunions, people be digging in that ass, and, you know, we don't get to see that. Like, apparently, the one with Monique, like, she had a full-on breakdown. We didn't get to see that. I don't like the way that they protect her. From a business standpoint, I guess I get it, because they view her as the I wouldn't say the Nene. They view Karen as the Nene for whatever fucking reason, but they view her as the king of more, the candy. You know, somebody that's valuable to the show. So they protect her at all costs, and I don't like that. I want all of these producers on all these shows to stop protecting people. If it's reality TV, let us see the reality. Okay, even villains have bad days too. Okay, or good days. I guess it would be the opposite. I don't know. But obviously, the talk of this season is the whole rumors with Candace and Chris. And honestly, I don't even know what to fucking say, because Candace, we've been telling you for years that these bitches don't like you. Your fans, your true day one fans that have been here writing with you since your first season, have told you, Candace, that they don't fucking like you. We told you last season, unload the motherfucking clip on these bitches. Like, unload the motherfucking clip and let these bitches have it, because at any point in turn, they are going to turn on you. And so now here we are in a season where Candace and Chris are shocked that Giselle turned on them, and it's their turn in the seat. And I'm just like, I don't feel bad. Well, don't get me wrong, that's my girl. So I feel bad in that regard, but, like, did we see it coming? Duh, bitch. And we tried to tell you. So now all I really got to say is, Candace, Chris, unload the motherfucking clip. And when I say empty that motherfucking barrel, I mean empty that shit out. Then you better go back and recharge and empty that one too. Like, pull out every fucking thing for these hoes, because they do not like you. And we got to get you some new fucking friends on this show. We really got to get you a real friend, actually, because the way that Wendy sat there and continued to talk to Ashley after Ashley and Candace had their little exchange at the table, like, I did not like that. I didn't like that, Wendy. I didn't like that. You're supposed to be my girlfriend. Like, why are you sitting here exchanging with Ashley and not checking on Candace? I didn't like that. And I didn't even get the full head. Because, girl, don't nobody give a fuck about her marriage with rapists. Don't nobody give a fuck about her and her rapey ass husband. Like, listen, it's all a plot. It's all a storyline. She don't really fuck with Michael like that. Ashley was raised white. I said what I said. Ashley was raised white. Now she's a black woman because she's on a black show. But Ashley was raised white. More so biracially white. And y'all know what the fuck I mean by that. It's giving Meghan Markle. Okay, it's given I didn't start becoming as a black woman Wakanda forever until I needed the black vote. I needed to be appreciated in a black light. All I gotta say when it comes to Ashley, it's not even a statement, it's a question. Can Lil Dylan and Lil Aiden, or whatever her kid's name is, can they say nigger? Can they say nigga? That's my question. Those of y'all that love to police that word, those of y'all that love to police the N-word, I just want to know. Take a good look at Ashley's kids, Ashley and Michael Darby's kids. Take a good look at them and report back to me and let me know. Can they say nigga? Those of y'all that love to police that word. Because that one drop rule applies, right? Take a look at Ashley's kids. Tell me, can they say nigga? I ain't got nothing to discuss when it comes to forehead storyline until I get that question answered. Can they say nigga? Okay? Because listen, when it comes to Candace and that wild body ass refrigerator, again, Candace, we told you this shit. We told you not to, like, because I remember specifically at the reunion how they was buddied up. They literally went and partied together that fucking night. I remember her posting, and all of us was going crazy on Twitter, like, do not trust this bitch. Do not get too close to this bitch. Da, 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 da. And Candace was just like, no, it's okay. New season, new friends. And we all was like, listen, if you turn up friends with this bitch next season, we not defending you. But here we are, because we're actually loyal, still defending you. But you want to be friends with this bitch, Stewie Darby. No. No. Because the way that this bitch was so vindictive and planned this shit out, and the the enjoyment she was getting from, like, it's like you held on to this, and then her strong ass face friend, because I put that shit literally, I knew Deborah or Deborah or whatever the fuck her name is, I knew she was gonna be a problem, because soon as she came up on the first motherfucking scene in her first motherfucking episode, I literally wrote in my notes, I said, this bitch is gonna be a problem, because she's acting like she's been a day one from the main one, okay, like she acting like she been around. So I know she's gonna be a problem, and I literally wrote that in my motherfucking notes. I think that was what, episode 1 or 2, and then now coming back up later, all of a sudden, like, come on, get the fuck out of here. I'm over Giselle coming to the screen with the plots. I'm over Ashley being at the start of that plot and then hiding her hand and then not getting the treatment for it. Like, and now this season, Ashley is using Deborah the scapegoat. Like, bitch, you knew you had fucking tea on Candace. You just wanted to blindside her in front of Giselle and the other girls because you thought they was going to jump in and help you ragtag that ass. Okay, like, come on, you sitting here going to this girl's house, and then Candace, you invited this bitch into your home. It couldn't have been me. We would have been filming, baby. We would have been filming in the parking spot. Okay? Let's film, not even in the garage. Let's film outside the garage. Matter of fact, because I'm probably living in a gated community if I'm on this show. Let's film at the entrance to the gated community. We could do that. Or matter of fact, let's take this shit to the park. You're not coming to my house. Not especially since the last time your bitch ass was in one of my homes. Didn't I have to escort you out? Didn't I have to wave a knife? Didn't that become the reason why motherfuckers started hating me? Because they tried to insist that I was about to stab you down with a plastic fucking butter. Like, Candace, you better than me. You better than me. And I guess that's just where I can really end this, because what really happened this episode, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. Don't. They ended up going to Miami, you know, Mia, MIA, Miami. That's a cute little play on words. You know, she did like this little whole house thing, and listen, this is why I couldn't be a Bravo celebrity, okay? Because if I was a fucking housewife, baby, if I don't like you, you sleeping in the tub. Okay? Listen, if I do not like you, baby, you will be sleeping in the bathtub, okay? Of the guest bathroom. Okay? The one that everybody uses, okay? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I would hand out room keys, and then if I don't like you, baby, I hand you a fucking envelope to Motel 6. Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. Okay, and so yeah, Mia, like, even her trying to put Wendy and Candace together, like, up to this point, 6 episodes in, however many episodes we in this far, we have not seen conflict between Bigfoot and Candace, but yet now all of a sudden there's a prop. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's blatant colorism going on. I think maybe behind the lines it is. I think it's more of a pretty girl type of thing. Like, there's a certain aesthetic that light-skinned girls have. And y'all just gonna have to understand that, because that is part of the conversation. Like, there is just like this, you can be pretty, like, nobody on this cast is ugly, so that's not what I'm saying. But there is a certain bad bitch, bougie, Kim Kardashian type of aesthetic that girls have. The only crazy part is because that's the same aesthetic that everybody got mad at Wendy for, including myself, because she did switch up out of nowhere. Okay. Yeah, I don't even want to dive deeper into that conversation, but I'm gonna just leave it at this. It's giving follow the leader, because really, Mia, what is your issues with Wendy and Candace this season to try and put them together in a room? And then that whole Ashley grabbing the thing, I mean, it was cute for TV, but in the grand scheme of things, it's giving mean, it's giving petty. And then Sharice not wanting to have her own room because it didn't have her own bathroom or whatever. Like, I mean, I get it. She probably shit a lot. I mean, look at her. She probably shit a lot. Okay, so I guess I kind of get it. Karen, it being her birthday, don't nobody give a damn. And she's a Taurus. Don't nobody give a damn. Y'all see her on YouTube now. Right. I love how before pandemic, it was just, everybody had so much shit to say about YouTubers and how we made money and it's not a real job and this, that, and the third. And then that pandemic came and humbled everybody real quick. Because now everybody and their mama trying to start a YouTube channel. All of these little reality shows, all of these reality stars, and I'm not mad at it at all, because I've, like, the point of YouTube is YouTube. Like, everybody always glamorize YouTube like it was this specific place that only a specific niche of people could be. No, YouTube works just like a Twitter account, just like a Facebook account, just like a whatever. The only thing is that when you get on YouTube, you have to make sure that you are showing you on the tube. Don't get on YouTube trying to act like Candy and you more of a 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get on YouTube trying to do hair tutorials and beauty and makeup and this, that, and the third, when really you know you're a fucking chef. Girl, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta put you on the tube. So I'm not mad at the reality stars getting up here and reviewing the shows. I mean, as they should, because it's more tea for us, more background details, and y'all know we love that shit, okay? But fuck Karen. Fuck this whole cast. I don't like nobody but fucking, what's her name? Candace. Okay? See? It was almost fuck her too. I forgot her name. Just that quick, okay? And fuck a Skylar, okay? Because I saw her popping up. She ain't on this season. She's furniture. Okay, and Jacqueline, when it comes to Mia and Jacqueline, they definitely used to trick off on G and trick off on Oldman. That's what it's given. Like, I know threesomes when I see it, okay? Come on. If you follow my story times, you remember back in the day when I used to do my Heather the Hoe story times. Like, Jacqueline and Mia are definitely giving Heather the Hoe, which is crazy because I feel like I would be friends with Jacqueline and Mia off this show. Would they be friends with me? Probably not, but I would be friends with their personality type off this show. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode. Yeah, like I said, this was going to be more of an overview rather than like an actual review. Because I really just wanted to test this new setup right here. But tell me what y'all thought about this. Let me know down in the comment box below. And make sure that y'all sign up for my Patreon because I will be dropping story times. Okay? And they will only be in full on Patreon. Okay? They will not be full story times over on this YouTube. I'm sorry. Okay? So please make sure you go over to patreon.com/Sky Santana and sign up, baby. I love y'all. NHG, boo. Bye. Mwah. And see, that is what we're going to go ahead and end this video. Now, remember, if you hated me for that opinion, don't worry, girl. There's a lot more where that came from. Just make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe and turn your notifications on. For extended videos and exclusive content, including full episodes of my new weekly podcast, Let's Start There. Make sure that y'all go ahead and subscribe to patreon.com/Sky Santana. And also, make sure that y'all join the bandit mailing list in the description box. So that way, y'all hoes never miss a video. Make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter so that we can engage and argue back and forth. And, you know, just stay tuned for the hot shit that's coming to you, bitch. Okay? I love y'all. Bye.
Come and get your nut. Then dip respectfully. It's alright. I'ma get some dick today. No, it's fine. I'ma get some dick today. It's so fine. I'ma get some dick today. Be outside. I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today.